Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, gravy. Hang on, audio check. And making sure my captions are okay. There we go. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. You guys, we've turned two. All of us collectively together have all turned two this year. I'm so proud of us. And that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. No, okay. Today's stream, first of all, obviously, anniversary stream, Isabel Chu's channel. I've been streaming for 2 years, which is crazy. But this is also going to be a shorter stream because I was like, I don't have much to say. We're going to do the same thing as we did last year and the year before. I have a little about me PowerPoint, just like we always do. Just to, see an update, see a little growth on myself as a person. To be fair, barely anything changed in the past year. But that's okay. That's okay. Also, before we begin, I just want to explain something real fast for anyone who saw the little announcement video and was like, what the heck does that even mean? Right? Okay. So for those of you who didn't see it, it's on my TikTok and it's on my Instagram. So you can go find it there. But ooh, dust. So I need to find what folder it's in. I have oh, everything's falling. I should have prepared this before stream. Okay, so basically last year I was like, oh my god, wouldn't it be so funny to make a little trailer thing? Where did I put it? For my 1 year anniversary. This is no, I really hope I didn't leak anything there. Maybe a little bit, that's fine. Where did I put it? Okay, this is recipe. Okay, I don't know where it went, but I had a video, right? Where I made a little video, okay? And I was like, okay, now I'm slightly worried that I leaked something. I don't think it's that important. It's fine. We'll just keep going. It wasn't anything too personal. So in the video, right, I had this. I can't find the one I made last year. I also have one that says 9 on it. I don't know where it is. That's what I was looking for. But now I have this one that says 8. And for those of you who don't know what that means, basically, when I first started streaming, I told myself I have to do this for 10 years. And once I've done it for 10 years, I can consider quitting. Unless something happens between then and now, I have to do this for 10 years. So this is basically saying I have 8 more years left before I can stop. So to celebrate the fact that we have done this for 2 years now, okay, I did say last stream that I probably can't get a cake. I was correct. I could not get a cake. I also just couldn't be bothered because I don't know what I need a whole cake for. That's a bit much. So instead, I have a marshmallow. I have a marshmallow, and I got a candle. And I figured this was close enough. I'm not gonna light the candle because my desk is made out of wood and my floors are carpeted, and I'm afraid that I'm gonna set something on fire. So I also made fake fire. So if it'll stick, it might not because this is wax. Oh dear. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, so everyone, hang on. That's not very sanitary. Here, because we're all going to share this together because this is our 2-year birthday because we all turned 2 today. So, happy birthday to us. Cheers. Okay, here, I'll let you blow out the candle. Here you go. Whoa, good job. Don't tell me your wish, okay? It won't come true if you do that. And now, oh dear, that is rolling all over. Don't tell my sister because I'm going to go give this to her because I actually don't like eating just raw marshmallow. I don't mind it, but it's not my favorite thing. I prefer them toasted. Toasted and roasted. So I'm going to go give this to her. I think she's in the bathroom, but I'm going to give it to her anyway. I'll be right back. One moment. Okay. This is sticky now, so I don't, there's like marshmallow gunk on it. I mean, obviously, because I put a marshmallow on it. But that makes me question if this is a usable candle anymore. I mean, probably. It's just a little gross. Oh, okay, now it's not. There's tissue all over it. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Okay. Now, now it's time. It's time for what, you ask? Oh, the slideshow, of course. I knew where I was going with that sentence. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, maybe this is your first stream and you're like, what's going on? So how this works is every year I do a PowerPoint, okay? Because my very first stream was a PowerPoint, like a PowerPoint night, PowerPoint afternoon, whatever. And that was my very first stream. So then last year I was like, I'm gonna do the About Me stream again, you know, reintroduce myself to anyone who maybe wasn't here the year before when I introduced myself. And now it's just an annual thing, I guess. So we're doing it again. However, last year, I also watched old YouTube videos after. I can't be bothered today. Like, we're just gonna do the PowerPoint and move on with our lives, okay? And then I'll be back on Saturday. So it's all good. Let's go ahead and do this now, okay? All About Me 3 by me. I don't know how much of the slideshow I'm covering. I didn't really think about that while I was making it. I just found this Google Slides template because apparently Google Slides has like a bunch of new templates, which is really cool. Sorry, I'm just picking tissue off this candle. Okay, so hopefully, I don't think it'll be covering anything, but it fully might be, like words. I don't think it'll cover any words. But anyways, this is All About Me 3, because this is our 3rd year doing this. Sorry, there's dust on your head. So yeah, by me, Isabel Choose. Okay. So first, we're going to start off with some reminders, okay? Some reminders because I feel like, you know, we have a lot of new people here. I feel like I should go over this, okay? First of all, my boundaries. When it comes to my personal information, anything that I do not explicitly share on this channel, mind your business, okay? It is not, don't go digging for stuff because that's freaking weird. How would you feel if I started looking up where your grandma lived? Exactly, that's weird. So, personal info, mind yours, okay? Anything I don't explicitly share on here, just don't go looking for it. That's like basic human decency, bro. Okay, next. NSFW content or just anything like that is gross. Let's just not do that, okay? See this? See this over here? I don't know how to point. Here? That's the asexual flag, okay? So already it's weird just to assume that you can do NSFW content or comments or whatever on a creator. Already that's a very weird assumption to make, but it gets even more uncomfortable, okay? So let's just avoid it. Okay, next. Fan content. Now, I'm not big enough for this, but I feel like this is a boundary I should lay down just in case I get to that point. You know, it's better to get out of the way in the beginning. And maybe I never will reach that point, and that's okay. We'll find out in 10 years or 8 years, because I have to do this for 8 more years. So if within those 8 years, fan content starts to get made of me, okay, I'm perfectly fine with it. Just don't ship me with anyone. Don't ship any of my characters with anyone. That's kind of weird to me personally. So yeah, if we ever get to that point within 8 years, okay? If we don't, that's cool too. I'm chill. I'm just here to make things, honestly. Okay, channel rules. This is specific to this channel. You should know this stuff. I'm pretty sure it pops up if you're going to use the chat. So first of all, basic decency. Be a good person, you know? Be respectful. Respect me, respect yourselves, respect each other. You know, don't share too much personal information. Don't, you know, be rude. I don't know. Literally just like be a good person. Don't be weird. I don't know. You know, selling stuff, this is a problem we've been having a lot, you know, because I am a smaller creator. A lot of people come in here and try to sell things thinking they could take advantage of me, but joke's on you, that gets you immediately banned. So let's not do that, okay? Obviously they're coming in here just to sell something. They don't care about this rule. They're going to try to sell it anyway, and I'm just going to ban them. But yeah. Anyway, and then again, no NSFW. You can swear. I don't mind that personally. But, you know, we try to keep things PG-13 around here, you know, not too much. Don't be too inappropriate. Now, final notes on the reminders, okay? First of all, my DMs. Every so often, I will have someone try to DM me. Usually, it's the people trying to sell things, so I just block them, or they're bots, and then I block them. But if you do DM me and you're not a bot or trying to sell something, your best bet is going to be DMing me on TikTok or Instagram. I don't check my DMs very often, but when I do, I don't always respond. So, yeah, basically, if I don't know you, there's not a big chance that I'm going to respond. And it depends what you're DMing me about. Like, if you just say hi, I'm probably just going to ignore you. Because I've had a few people do that too. They'll literally just DM me hi, and I just don't respond. Because I'm like, I don't know what you want. I don't know if you're a bot. I don't know if you're trying to sell something. But then I'll have other people who will, like, DM me questions about something, and then I'll answer, you know? Like, I've had someone, like, ask me if my Sims builds are up on the gallery, and I was like, and I answered, because I was like, that's a, you know, fair question. They're clearly not a bot or trying to sell anything. So yeah, yeah. And I know TikTok, like, high key is probably gonna get banned in the next month, but like, still, you know, while it's here, if you would like to DM me on there, you can. Again, I probably won't respond depending on what you say. Friends, I've had people try to follow me and like reach out to me like on Discord and stuff. I'm only gonna follow you back if I privately know you. In other words, if you are like in a Minecraft server I'm on, or if you're friends with someone that I'm already friends with, or if we've talked in the past, then I'll follow you back, or I will like reach out to you. But like, if you're just some random person who followed me and then you reach out to me and add me on Discord, I'm not adding you back. I don't know you. So even if you're like in my chat or something all the time, like if I've never interacted with you, or if someone I know hasn't interacted with you or is like friends with you, I'm not adding you back because I don't know you. Okay, like, boundaries and safety, okay? And then this also kind of goes with that, banning and blocking. I use them very freely personally, and I have the right to do so. If I don't feel safe with you here, or I feel like you're endangering the community, or if you're just spam, or a bot, or I guess a bot wouldn't be watching this because they're a robot, but, or if you're like trying to sell things, I use the ban and block buttons very freely. Like, I use them, I hand out blocks and bans like it's candy. So just, yeah, and I have the right to do so because this is my platform, and it's my responsibility to make sure that I feel safe as a creator and that my viewers who are actually here to hang out also feel safe. So I use that very freely. Okay, that's all we need to do reminders. Oh, water break. I guess that's a final reminder. That's also something we do every time we do water breaks. Cheers. Clonk. Okay, now that we're all nice and hydrated. Sorry, I just squished my squishy. Okay, now we're gonna get into the actual about me stuff. Now that we got all that boring house cleaning out of the way, as people say, let's get into the actual stuff. So first, the basics. All right, my name, Isabel. That's all you need to know. My pronouns, she, they. Same as all, that hasn't changed in years now. Honestly, I like forget that I use they, them pronouns half the time, which is really funny because I chose them for myself, but then I just like forget. Anyway, my age, I am 1 year older than last year. I know that's really difficult to believe, but I am a full year older than last year, which is really, you know, cool to think about, I guess. This is my life story. First, at my birth, I was actually born as a baby. This is a fun fact that not a lot of people may know, but I was born as a baby. Yeah, so just a little fun fact, I guess. We will have a fun fact slide later, but, you know, this kind of more falls under the life story thing. So I was born as a baby. And then on the 26th of December in 2022, I had my very first stream. What happened between me being a baby and that first stream is not that important. I just kind of stopped being a baby and then I started streaming. So that's like all you really need to know. And now, it is once again December 26th, but now it's 2024. And we are on our 93rd stream, which is really cool to think about. You know, we're nearing 100. We've almost done 100 streams. That's a lot. If it was pennies, I'd have a full dollar at this point. If every stream was a penny, I'd have a full dollar. That's almost how much streams we've done. I guess we'd have 93 pennies then, but that's really cool. yeah, so that's my life story. My personality. So last year, the template I used had these little like pie charts, and I just kind of went, I'm gonna use this slide, even though the pie charts don't add up to 100. This year, it still does not add up to 100, but I just didn't make a pie chart because I couldn't be bothered. So my personality is 80% content. This is making stuff, whether it's stuff like this, TikToks, writing. What else do I do? Basically just like social media. Either I'm streaming, or I'm video editing, or I'm writing. There's like no in between. I am always doing almost always doing one of those things. So that is like 80% of my personality, is basically being a streamer and writing. So yeah. The other 80% of my personality is my ADHD. I got diagnosed, and then it just kind of became my whole personality. This is mainly my hyperfixations. Last year it said including hyperfixation. This year it's just mainly my hyperfixation. So like literally whatever I've hyperfixated on, that's my personality now. So, which at the moment, we'll get into this a little more, but at the moment, it is... No, we'll get into that later actually. Okay. And then finally, the other 30% is traits that I stole from other people. I like to think that I'm like a sponge, and if you come near me, I'm just gonna like soak up your personality, and whatever trait you have, I'm just gonna pick it up too. So, you know, I like to think that I have a pretty good personality, which means that I've hung out with some pretty good people, which makes me happy because I love my friends and family. Anyway, shout out to my friends and family. So yeah, this is my personality. All 170... No, that's not math. Wait. 190% of me, I think. 80 plus 80. Yeah, all 190% of me. Who knows? Maybe next year we'll be at 200%. Oh, okay. I guess we're doing another water break. I knew I put in more than one, so maybe this is the last one. Ow! I just banged my tooth. Oh, that was to remind me to cheers with you guys. Sorry, I forgot. Clink. Okay. Oh, also, completely random side thing really fast. I got this crystal. I didn't buy it. I just got it as like a gift, and I don't know what kind of crystal it is. So if anyone knows, let me know. It could just be glass. I don't know. But if you know, let me know. Ooh. Anyway. I also have a fossil. Okay. Oh, I don't think you guys saw that. Whatever. Just thought I'd show you real fast. Okay. Favorites. This is my favorite part, okay? This is where we're gonna get a little info dumpy, okay? Just a little bit. My tooth is like, I gotta hit it kinda hard. It's okay. Not hard enough to break anything. It's just kind of like tingling. Okay. I'm fine. Okay. Music. My favorite artist is Nemesis. I love her music so much. If you haven't listened to her, go do that right now. Actually, don't go do that. Do it while you're watching this. Highly recommend. Highly. She's literally my favorite artist. Okay, remember last year who my favorite artist was? If you don't know, it was a certain creator who we don't listen to anymore because he's a wrongin'. He's not a good person, okay? And there was a hole in my life from not listening to that artist because I really liked his music, but I couldn't listen to it without being like anymore because he's a really bad person. And so I had this hole in my heart of like music missing, right? Because music is a very, very big part of my life personally. Like I could not survive without music. And then I found Nema, and my life was complete. I found Nemesis, and my life was complete again. It was whole again. So, yeah. 10 out of 10. 100% recommend. I'm hoping she tours near where I live one day, and I can go see her. I mean, she kind of is, but I don't think I can see her during this tour. So maybe another tour. Anyways, highly recommend. A good starting song would probably be Stick of Gum. That's the song I started with, and I found her on TikTok through that song. And that song just like, it feels like that song feels like jumping on like a trampoline. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's so it feels like flying. That song literally feels like flying and jumping around and just having the best time of your life. So I would recommend starting with that and then listen to everything else as well. Okay, next. My favorite song. Now this will come to no surprise if you know my Spotify Wrapped. I need to check. I want to have the numbers for you guys. Hello? Hello? Okay, hang on. No, why can't you? My Wrapped is in my archive, in my story archive, but it won't refresh, and I don't want to go to Spotify because that's a lot of work. Whatever. I like. Oh wait, actually, maybe I texted it to people. Okay, whatever. The point is, my favorite song, it was my number one song on my Spotify Wrapped this year. I've been listening to it just so much since like March or May or something. I can't remember. But Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye. I don't know how to say their name. Actually, the band name, but I think it's Gotye. Anyways, this song is literally like from my childhood because I'm old. And I got back into it, and it's just the instrumentals are so good. They like itch my brain, and the way they say words itches my brain, and just like the song itself and the lyricism, it's just so good. It's so good, and I like it. It's just it literally. I don't think I've ever had a song itch my brain the way this one does. Okay, like it. I don't know what I'm doing with my hands, but it's just so good. I'm like addicted to the song almost, probably. But yeah, I was in the top like, I think it's like 0.005 or something % of listeners for the song because again, it is an older song. I feel like not a lot of people are listening to it. So it was pretty easy for me to get, you know, that top percentage, but still, I love it so much. And there were more numbers it gave me about it, but it won't let me see. So let me see. Maybe I can find it here. Oh, it's working here. I listened. Oh, okay. So my top song for my Spotify Wrapped this year was Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye and Kimbra. I don't know how to say their names. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering it. I streamed it 176 times, which honestly is less than I thought. But that doesn't include the amount of times I listened to it, like not through Spotify. I'm also the top 0.001% of listeners worldwide. So yeah, so that is kind of my favorite song. Just a little bit. Oh, wait. Okay. And then we have my favorite musicals. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a bit of a musical girly, okay? I wasn't a theater kid. I can't really sing. I can sing, but like not very well. Like I can hold a note and I'm not tone deaf, but like I lack technique and I can't sing healthily. So anyway, the point is I'm a bit of a musical girly, okay? I love musicals. I think they're like a genius form of storytelling because, you know, already words and like poetry and like writing is like so already alone is so powerful, and music alone is super powerful with like engaging your emotions and like a whole nother part of your brain, and then you mash them together and you tell this story with really cool words with music, and it's really long. I love it. I love it. So my favorite musicals, I have 3 listed, I believe. Obviously number 1, My Whole Heart Belongs to Hadestown, okay? That is my number 1 favorite musical. It's been my favorite musical since I first listened to it in 2022. And like I said last stream, London Cast has been on loop in my ears, okay? I'm listening to it right now in my head. You just can't hear it. So yeah, Hadestown is my absolute favorite musical. And right now, okay, I will actually forgive you if you turn off the stream to go listen to the London Casts if it's true, okay? Because funnily enough, that was like one of my lesser favorite songs when I first listened to the musical. But then, like, you know, I've gotten older, I've matured. You know, I'm a year older now than I was last year, and this has been one of my favorite songs since longer than a year. But the point is, there is literally, I cannot think of a song that summarizes what is going on in the world better than If It's True. And I need everyone to listen to it, specifically the London cast, okay? Because Donald Finn, he's so good. He's like my favorite Orpheus. I love Reeve Carney, don't get me wrong. I love Reeve's version, but like Donald just hits different, okay? Especially his If It's True. It's like so topical to today. And it's just really good, and I need you to go listen to it, even if that means you need to turn off this stream to go do that, okay? Second musical, Epic. Epic the musical, which is also happens to be Greek mythology. So for those of you who don't know, Hadestown is like a retelling of the story of Orpheus and Eurydice. Epic is a retelling of the Odyssey, which I actually recently finished. This was very good as well, obviously, but the musical slays. I love it so much. They just released, okay, Mr. Horgenborgen, Mr. Jorge, he just released Ithaca Saga 2 days ago. 2 days ago? Yesterday. He just released it. I don't know my days of the week. Okay, he just released Ithaca Saga yesterday, okay? And that was the final saga to Epic the Musical. I was sobbing, okay? The first thing I did when I woke up at 6:30 in the morning, no, it's 6, it was 6. I woke up at 6 a.m. and the first thing I did was open my Spotify to listen to it. And then I proceeded to cry for half an hour over it, basically. And then I watched the Watch Party premiere yesterday, and then I cried some more because it was even more beautiful and bittersweet and heart-wrenching with the animatics. So just buckle up if you're gonna listen to this. But this musical also slays. I love it so much. I'm probably gonna do a whole stream about Epic and the Odyssey, and then a separate stream about Hadestown, probably. I'm going on a tangent series. I haven't done one of those in a hot minute, but I really want to, because those are just the streams where I yap about one topic, so I'll probably be doing that about these two soon. Maybe not soon, but like one day. But I have a lot to say. I have things to say about both of them that we're not going to do here, because then we're just going to be here for like 5 hours. And then finally, my final favorite musical is Sing Street. I think that musical is more popular in Europe, not so much here in the US, but it's a movie and it was supposed to be a Broadway musical, and then COVID hit and it couldn't go to Broadway. So all we have is the Broadway cast recording. Personally, the movie's my favorite, like this is my favorite movie, but when I'm listening to Sing Street, I prefer to listen to the Broadway cast, because it is like, I just love the Broadway cast, so, and also like Gus Halper's in it, and again, I feel like, side tangent, I feel like Gus Halper is probably like one of the most like talented actors I've ever seen, if not the most talented, and I can have a whole argument about that, but I'm not going to. Anyway, so yeah, Sing Street, love it so much. It's set in the 80s. It's about a boy who makes a band for a girl he has a crush on, and it's literally just such a feel-good musical and movie, and it's just cutie, and I just love it. The only song I don't like in Sing Street is the headmaster. I don't remember his name, but the headmaster has a song in the Broadway musical, and I always skip it. Like, I literally have it marked to just not play in my Spotify, to the point where I forgot it existed until I was playing it. I was listening to Spotify on my new laptop, and it didn't have it set to skip, and then it played it, and I got jump scared. So, anyway, moving on. My favorite things to watch. Okay, first of all, I didn't know like what to call this category, so I called it watching, but it's like things I do with my eyeballs, I guess, you know? Like this is with your ears. So I guess I could have said like my favorite listens, but that doesn't sound the same. Anyway, but these are my favorite things to watch, okay? So first of all, games. Obviously, The Sims 4. That's all we do on this channel nowadays, okay? I love it. You guys love it. We're gonna keep going with it. Now the next two are just two games that were probably my favorite that I've played this year. Chants of Sennaar was so good, and it was so beautiful, and it was so difficult for my little brain to do, but it was a beautiful game, and I highly recommend it. And then the other game that I really enjoyed playing was Lake. I might return to that on my free time, personally, like off stream. But that game was also just like really chill, and I loved driving around and being chaotic because I can't drive in that game apparently. And of course Angie, of course. I miss her. Okay. Anyway, shows, Bluey. Obviously, I love Bluey so much. Bluey is such a good show. Bluey will make you cry. You're probably like, oh, if you haven't seen it and you're like, oh, it's just some kids show about dogs. No, it's not. No, it's not. You take that back. You take that back and you go watch a few episodes and you come back here and you tell me that you've been proven wrong, because you will be. Okay? Bluey is like the best thing ever, and I have cried multiple times over Bluey. Especially the episode, I think it's called Army, with Jack. That episode made me cry because I was like, he's like me. Anyway, okay, next favorite show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Obviously, we have the poster, guys. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm rewatching it right now. I got my sister into it. It's so good. It's my favorite show ever. We did a whole stream talking about it. And then obviously, of course, also then Legend of Korra. If you're a Legend of Korra hater, I don't want you here, okay? Get out. Just kidding. You can have your own opinions. You are entitled to your own opinions. I will respect your opinions, but you are slightly incorrect. But that's okay. It's okay to be wrong. So it's fine. But yeah, those are my favorite shows. I already did an entire I'm going on a tangent stream about Atla and Legend of Korra, so we're not going to talk about that here. You can go watch that stream. Now my favorite movies. Obviously Sing Street. Again, I already talked about it on the previous slide. I'm not going to talk about it again, but this movie slaps. It's just a feel-good movie with really good songs. I have a friend who hates musicals, but she loves Sing Street. It's the musical for the people, you know what I mean? Everyone's going to love it, even if you don't like musicals. And then my second favorite movie is Dead Poets Society. That movie just slaps. I'm just a sucker for coming-of-age movies, so yeah. Yeah. And then that's all I gotta say. Oh, Dead Poets Society, though, I will say, I don't watch the last 30 minutes of it. Basically, Neil, like, does his bows, and then I close the tab and go, wow, that was such a good movie. I'm so glad it has such a good ending. And then I just move on with my life. So, pro tip, if you don't want to be sad watching that movie, just skip the last, like, half hour. Oh. Okay. Cheers. Bonk. Here, you can have a squish too. Okay. This is off-centered. I think it's been off-centered this whole time. Whatever. Okay, fun facts. Here we go. Anesthesia. Fun fact. I wasn't loopy after getting my wisdom teeth removed. That was my first time that I can remember getting anesthesia. I just, like, was fine. I was just kind of dizzy, and I fell asleep in the car, and then I got home, and, like, it wore off in, like, maybe an hour. Like, between me waking up from getting my wisdom teeth removed and an hour. No, from there to, like, and then, like, I got my teeth removed, I woke up, and then it was an hour passed, and then I was fine. So I just thought it was fun. And even, like, when I wasn't on, like, when I was coming off the anesthesia, like, I was literally fine. I was just kind of dizzy. But yeah, I'm really glad, because I was really worried I'd be one of those people that, like, either cries the entire time, or they're, like, really impulsive and, like, trying to leave the car and stuff like that. I wasn't. I was literally just, like, dizzy. I was fine. Anyway. Second fun fact, puzzles. I can crush a jigsaw puzzle, okay? Absolutely crush it. I love jigsaw puzzles so much. They're the perfect balance of not having to think too hard, but also not being so mindless that you don't have to, like, that you get bored, you know? Like, I love turning on a movie or some music and working on a puzzle. I can do it for hours, like hours. I would sit and do a puzzle for an entire day, okay? I love puzzles so much, to the point where I literally even have, like, a rate of how many puzzle pieces I can get done. It's about 1,000 pieces per week, depending on the puzzle. If it's, like, a trickier puzzle, then it depends. But, like, then it might be a little, like, longer than that, but for the most part, I get about 1,000 pieces done a week. My preferred puzzle size is at least 2,000, but I've never tried anything larger than 2,000. But most puzzles are just 1,000. I actually have puzzles over in my closet right now. there are puzzles building up in my house, and soon they're gonna take over because I keep making new ones. Anyway, but yeah, it depends on the puzzle. Like right now I'm doing puzzles from the Magic Puzzle Company. Highly recommend. Those I can get done in like 2 days. They're 1,000 pieces, I get them done in like 2 days. But then there's this other puzzle that I did once that was 1,000 pieces that was just a bunch of trees. So it was just branches. So it's really difficult. That one took me maybe like a week and a half to 2 weeks. But yeah, it also depends how much free time I have. So final fun fact, karaoke. I still have yet to find anyone who can karaoke as long as me, okay? I've had people claim to me, okay? And you know who you are, people, if you are watching this, if you see this, okay? I've had people claim to me that they can karaoke till they lose their voices. And then they proceed to not do that. And I'm like, we've only been doing this for 2 hours. What do you mean you're tired and you want to be done? No. I still have like 5 more hours in me. So yeah, I still haven't found anyone who can karaoke as long as me. I will literally do it until like I have to stop myself, basically. Like I will do it for hours. Like I'll just sing to myself for hours straight. And then because a lot of musicals I listen to, like Epic and Hadestown, they're both sung through completely, and they're both like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I will sing through both of them back to back and then keep going with other songs when I'm just hanging out with myself making a puzzle or something. And I will keep going until I have to stop myself, because if I go any longer I will actually maybe injure myself and lose my voice, and that's not good. So I still haven't found anyone who could do that. I would do a karaoke stream, but I'm deathly afraid of getting copyrighted and DMCA'd, so I just haven't done that. But maybe one day, I don't know. Okay, not fun facts. Allergies. I am unfortunately still allergic to mangoes and pineapple. It sucks. I mean, okay, pineapple's like, I don't really care about that. That's not really one of my favorite fruits, but mangoes? I found out I was allergic to mangoes when I was like, I don't know, I was like maybe like, I actually can't remember how old I was. Maybe I was like 8 or 9 or something, but it was a while ago. And the day I found out that I couldn't eat mangoes was the day I realized how cruel the world truly is. It was really a heartbreaking day. I haven't been the same since. Yeah. I do occasionally still eat mangoes. I just suffer the consequences. But then I have a friend who's also allergic to mangoes, and she actually she has a degree in food, like food science, and like specializes in food allergies, and she was like, hey, you really shouldn't be eating those. Even if you think your reaction isn't that severe, you probably shouldn't. So I just haven't, I guess, but I miss them a lot, and it hasn't been the same since they had to leave my life, but it's okay. I'm also like dairy intolerant. I just listed it there too because I was like, why not? I'm just a little lactose intolerant. I'm not that severe, I wouldn't say. Like I couldn't eat like a plate of mozzarella sticks. If I do that, I get a really bad stomach ache. But like I can have ice cream and be okay, you know? So it's not that severe of an allergy. I think it just depends what I eat. Sleeping, I'm still bad at it. As you know, I was bad at it last year. And now I'm 1 year older and I'm still bad at sleeping. I have blackout curtains. They kind of helped. I don't know. I actually have like a journal now. I've been tracking my sleep in a journal just for funsies. And, you know, trying to find maybe a pattern or something that I can kind of, you know, like science. But no, nothing's really worked. Like, yeah. And you could like claim all your sleep hygiene stuff. I've tried it. At this point, I've just kind of accepted it, and it's like, fine. I'm just gonna go living my life sleep deprived and with brain fog. It's whatever. I've been living that for basically all my life, so whatever. Now my final not fun fact is mind reading. I have been vaguely paranoid about this my whole life. Every time I go out in public, sometimes I like monitor what I'm thinking to myself. And I know I'm not alone in this, okay? Because I've seen other people on TikTok saying they do this too, okay? Where like you like monitor what you're thinking because you're afraid that like someone could hear your thoughts. So I've always been vaguely paranoid about that. And before you ask, yes, I do have anxiety. Thank you for asking. But yeah, so that, another thing I saw a TikTok of, so this is also a not fun fact, but it's not listed here, is sometimes when I'm, when I was younger, okay, normally I would be like, maybe this is an inside thought, but I think it's okay because I saw someone else make a TikTok about this too a while ago. When I was younger and I was swimming in the pool, so I'm one of those people that like, when I picture something in my, I think I've said this on stream before anyway, but when I like picture something in my head, if I really focus, I can like actually see it in front, like I don't actually see it obviously, but like in my head I can see it very clearly in my, like if I want to picture like a pickle in my hand, I can do it, right? Very vividly. Obviously there's not actually a pickle there, it's like in my head, but anyway. So when I was younger and I was swimming, sometimes I'd freak myself out by picturing there was a shark in the pool. And then I would like have to get out the water and calm myself down because I would see it so vividly in my brain that I'd freak myself out. And then I learned from TikTok that I wasn't the only person to do that, and I was like, oh, that's good to know. A little comforting. So yeah, I guess the government just wants to keep us from learning that other people also picture sharks in the pool and are paranoid about mind reading. So I know it's more complicated than that, but if I don't joke about it, I'll cry. No, I won't. Anyways, that's the end of the slideshow. Not really, there's one more slide after this, but just thank you for listening, and also thank you for being here if you've been here, whether this is your first stream and you're watching it as a VOD, or you've been here since day one, which if you have been, I will be very impressed. Yeah, we've come a long way. Most of my followers are on TikTok, but I'm not posting none of this to TikTok probably because I can't be bothered. Sorry, I'm peeling the tissue off of the but yeah, I'm very excited to see what the next 8 years are going to be. Speaking of the next 8 years, let's take a brief little talk about what's happening next year. And next year starts Saturday for us, actually, funnily enough. So for Saturday specifically, we're going to be starting with Mutazione, and then we're going to move on to the Plumbella Challenge. So that's this Saturday. But for year 4 overall until the 26th of 2025. So I can't quite ramp things up yet. I've been wanting to do more with my content, but I don't have the time for that yet. So hopefully, maybe sometime next year, I can start doing more things. But right now, I cannot. At least not till like next, I don't even know. Maybe the year after, maybe year 6. Or 5. Maybe year 5. But what would you like to see? Let me know. You can join my Discord server and let me know. Are there any Sims challenges you'd like me to do? Are there any types of games you'd like me to play? I learned that if you give me a... Excuse me. We're fine. I learned that if you give me a specific game recommendation, I'm probably not gonna play it. Because I'm really bad at taking recommendations. I like genuinely, my Discord server for a while had like a game recommendations channel because I was like, oh yeah, like I want to know more games to play. Like I'd love to get recommendations. And then people would actually give me recommendations and I'd go, oh, I don't want to play that because you recommended it to me. So there is a name for that. It's like a kind of like a neurodivergent, like ADHD thing, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just really bad at taking recommendations. So rather than directly giving me a game recommendation, let me know what type of game you would like me to play, and I will try to find a game within that genre. So if you'd like more narrative games, or I don't know, just more Sims or something like that, just let me know, you know? More puzzle games, more cozy games. I'm not much of a... I don't really do, like, fighting games. I don't really like those types of games. Or, like, platformers. I don't mind platformers as much, but I'm not big on, like, fighting games. Action games. Whatever. But yeah, simulators, whatever you want, let me know. I'm gonna do some more. I'm going on a tangents, probably, like I said. I really want to do one for Epic and the Odyssey especially. I've also been thinking about doing one for Hadestown. And maybe Dead Poet Society. We will see. I'm getting so distracted by this. But like, I got almost all the tissue off. Because I would feel bad if I wasted a whole candle for a bit. And then finally, if you would like me to attempt to set up more collabs with some other creators, let me know. I know some people. So, let me know. Yeah. Here is... Oh, I forgot to set this up over here. I have a link tree, finally. It took me ages to make. I have to see if I can... Let me get the link so I can put it in my chat, but, oh my god, I got logged back in. But yeah, there's my link tree if you would like it. And you can use it to find my Discord and stuff, and you can let me know what you'd like to see there. Just so you know, my Discord is kind of small, mainly because... What is happening? Hello? Can I just get the link, please? Oh, okay. Can I, like, just have the link? How do you use this? Wait. Can I just have a link, please? I'm so confused. I'm being silly. Okay, you know what? I have it on my phone. I'll just... Okay, anyway, my Discord is actually pretty small because I actually usually lurk. I'm not very active online, actually. Like, I don't usually comment things unless it's responding to my own comments. I don't really talk in Discord servers very much. But, you know, join anyway. That's where you get all my latest notifications. And you can maybe meet some cool people even if we don't talk much. And then every so often I will randomly say something very random. Like the other day, I learned that Santa Claus, I think he drives a Toyota. I think that's what I said. I saw Santa get into like a Toyota near my house, so. Okay, we'll just spam this in here a bit. That way if you're watching the VOD, you can get that. And if you're watching on YouTube, just the VOD on YouTube, just head down to the description. It's all there. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this stream. Hang on. I actually might low-key have to take this VOD down just to triple check that I didn't leak anything at the beginning. Normally if I accidentally leak something, I end the stream and then restart it, but I don't think I leaked anything too important, so I will double check that. So if this VOD isn't here, it's probably on YouTube, and then I'll tell you in my Discord, which you would know if you're in my Discord, so I'm just saying. Anyway, thank you guys all for 2 years. Here's to year 3. Cheers. Okay, bye. I love you all. Non-parasocially. Don't be weird. Bye. I'll see you on Saturday, friends. Okay, bye. Actually, we're going to sit here a minute. I want to try to get my stream to be exactly 50 minutes. I don't think it's going to be because it always says it's 50 minutes on my end. Like, I stop it right when it says 50. But then because there's, like, a delay, it actually ends at, like, 50.01 or something. 0.01, 50 minutes and 1 second. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill here and yap. If you hear this long and you're watching this on YouTube, because I guess that's the only place where you could comment on this, comment a lizard emoji. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Adios.